Beginning their musical journey performing under the name Laughter in 1973, they were part of a thriving local singer-songwriter scene right here in Pensacola. After they relocated in 1976 to Alexandria, Louisiana, the hometown of founding member Dudley Bryan Smith, they ultimately changed their name to Smithfield Fair in 1989. The current and longest-running lineup is founder Dudley Bryan Smith on guitar, Bob Smith on bass, and Jan Smith on accordion, and of course, their vocals all harmoniously blend beautifully. They released their 34th album of original songs, Looking for Wonderland, in 2021, and will release a 50th anniversary collection, A Place in Your Heart, later this year. Please join me in welcoming Smithfield Fair.
Thank you. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat. We're going to start the program tonight with a song that we actually wrote specifically for WWF. It's called Radio. When we were small, radio was king, adored to the world, admission free, with glimpses of places that we longed to go. It offered dreams to hold, and as we grew, radio was there. It changed us all and gave us songs to share. We could ride the evening airwaves till the morning's glow. Anywhere we'd go on the radio, on the radio, on the road or at home. We are never alone when you want to know how goes the world. Let the dial roll to the radio. Something else has changed, something has been lost, something has been gained. It is now a global family we're connected to, and orchestrate us through is the radio, a magic carpet ride, a voice of hope on illuminated dial. Like a beacon in the night, a universal key, and it still is free, and still is king. Radio is still is king. On the road or at home, we are never alone. When you want to know how goes the world, let the dial roll. On the radio, 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 on the radio. Thank you. Thank you very much. We just love this place. Our next song is, this is its debut, actually, the first time we've performed this one, and it is on our 50th anniversary. Oh, no, it's not on our 50th anniversary.
It would be on our 50th anniversary if you would let it.
Well, that's
but
true.
we won't go there, it's too good.
We won't go there, no. Anyway, it's on our previous, the 2021 album, Looking for Wonderland. This is
Our current album.
Our current
That's
album.
a good way to say it.
Why don't, would you like to introduce this?
No, man. Ladies,
You're doing a good job, Jan.
Oh, yeah, I really feel like I am. Trouble Flight. There you are in your fantasy again, riding wild on the ocean in your mind. It's no use for me to call above the roar, 'cause I'm just a fading speck on distant shore. And sometimes you're a wonder in the sky, where you fly like an eagle out of sight, while I squint and scan the clouds until the night, it hides all chance that I can trace your troubled flight. But I know I'm somewhere in your tethered heart, and I can wait until your dream world falls apart. Then I'll meet you halfway back from where you've gone, and I'll love you while you find your way back home. While you wander through the fog and through the fire, in heartless solitude or flames of wild desire, my beating heart, it echoes in your dreams, and you'll follow it till you are home again. Sometimes it's hard to be so left behind as you stumble through the chambers of your mind, but then you are there for me when it's my turn, and you welcome me back home with open arms, 'cause we know we're in each other's tethered hearts, and we can wait until our dream worlds fall apart. Then we'll meet halfway back from where we've gone, and we'll love while we find our way back home. 'Cause we know we're in each other's tethered hearts, and we can wait until our dream worlds fall apart. Then we'll meet halfway back from where we've gone, and we love while we find our way back home. Yes, we'll meet halfway back from where we've gone, and we love while we find our way back home. Thank you very much. Thank you. While they're tuning for this next song, because they've got to do an alternate tuning to do this next one, because Bobby's going to play both the bass and percussion at the same time. So those of you who are here are going to get a real treat. Radio people, just imagine it. If you can. But anyway, while they're tuning, let me introduce the band. This is Dudley Bryan Smith. He's been here. He started this band in Pensacola right here in 1973. He and his brother. This is his brother Bob. And I joined in 1983, and then I married into it. I married Dudley. Bob has a twin. Well, where did he go? Bob has a twin named Joel who also performed with us for a very long time.
Who will take his place now magically?
Yeah, somebody needs to show up. But And the four of us played for a good while, and then other people have drifted in and out the band over the years. Another family member, we had a nephew that was with us for a good while. And so we've been together, well, roughly 50 years. If, you know, they go, it started 50 years ago. I was not there. But
It's not food.
Anyway, we are Smithfield Fair, and we're glad to be here. Are you ready?
This is where Bob does this really strange dance. If you haven't gotten the idea so far from his performance so far you should have gleaned that he is so far.
It's a far better life that I give.
But he's my little brother, so my mother said I had to bring him along.
A song about the South, specifically in New Orleans.
And another southern night, the stillness sits upon me, and I sweat with all my might. Sidewalks too warm when the sun goes down. Neon reflects all the death still air, ringing the sounds of a distant train, close enough to feel the rumble in another southern summer and another southern night. The stillness sits upon me, and I sweat with all my might. The hot air, it's going nowhere fast. Simmers the senses, expect an angry flash. And sudden tempers clash. Southern summer and another southern night. The stillness sits upon me, and I sweat with all my might. Another southern night. Another southern night, the night. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. We'll be back.